Good afternoon, folks. And they took Davy out the truck and at home in his office in Salisbury, North Lanarkshire, where it's a wonderful day, bright, clear blue skies, 21 degrees. That's the weather forecast for Salisbury, North Lanarkshire. You want to know what the weather's like where you are? Look out your own bloody window. Well, what brings Davy to your screens today? We're 10 years on for the referendum, and I've been reflecting on what's happened since. Hi, Anne. The promise of Devo Max. With the half-wit First Minister on the day telling us that Scotland has enhanced powers since 2014, when we know that's not true. Any enhanced powers that we were getting have been circumvented by the Scotland Office. And any additional powers we were getting from Brexit, coming back to the European Parliament, to the Scottish Parliament, was circumvented by the Internal Market Bill, as we've seen with the bottle recycling scheme, which has cost the Scottish public 88 million quid just because England wasn't ready. That's not including the other 800 million quid it's likely to cost us in fines and being sued by companies who had spent hundreds of millions gearing up for that bottle return scheme. Hi, Harry. Hi, Graham. Hi, June. So, 10 years on, the promises of Devo Max have not been delivered, and we're in terminal decline thanks to Westminster. Absolute terminal decline. And that too poor, too stupid 10 years ago, it turned out to be, actually, we can't let Scotland leave because we can't afford for Scotland to leave. And if you go into Two Davies channel, you will see that video. You will see that video. And this is why it was a referendum. In fact, I'll play the bloody video for you. I'll just nip onto YouTube and grab it. After all, it's on our channel. So let's play this video, the one where they admit that they can't afford the United Kingdom without Scotland. Shall we? You just need to suffer the ads. Sorry, folks.
Henderson, welcome to the new Driver Reviews channel.
Patricia Gibbs.
Thank you, Mr Speaker. As Tory MSP Murdo Fraser points out, Scotland has a third of Britain's landmass, half its territorial waters, over 60% of UK fishing zones, 98% of oil reserves, 63% of natural gas, a quarter of Europe's offshore wind resources and 90% of the UK's fresh water. Can the Deputy Prime Minister explain if his opposition to Scottish independence is because he fears the loss of these invaluable resources?
Deputy Prime Minister.
She's absolutely right in what she just said. There are huge assets right across Scotland, and that's why we think we're stronger together.
So there you go, folks. That's why we're rigged. That's why the referendum was rigged. But we knew that. But 10 years on, Scotland the brave. Rigged or no, there was a lot of people out there voted no. And they voted no because they lacked imagination and because they were frightened. They voted on their wallets. 5 years in, we would have been totally independent. 5 years on, we would be building a new Scotland, a well-being society where the health and education and happiness of our people would have been put in front of things like GDP. A new type of society based on fairer, greener, healthier environment. That's what we could have had today. But instead we're in terminal decline, still hooked to a sinking ship, who is causing itself extreme self-harm and is causing Wales, Scotland, Northern Ireland extreme self-harm at the same time. So that's what brings Davy to your screens today. 10 years on. Can't I say I'm angry? It was to be expected. The state is a dirty piece of apparatus. We've seen the way it turned on Corbyn. We've seen the way it's protected people like Blair. The way it's protected people like Cameron and Osborne, who, through austerity and the 14 years of Tory government through austerity, have killed over 320,000 people. That's a genocide. It's deliberate. %, and that's 320,000 people were Scots. So, 10 years on, we're in terminal decline. So much for better the fucking gither. As we've just seen, the only reason why we're together is because they can't afford to lose their fucking resources. And now they're doing exactly what they said they would do. They're stripping out the Scottish Parliament, so it's nothing more than a county fucking council and be as well meeting above a pub. And they're treating you and me like second-class citizens in our own fucking land. And here we have the state apparatus telling us that Scotland's in decline because of the Scottish Parliament, when Scotland's in decline because of everything that's fucking reserved. And then we see the idiots do it again in the general election, voting fucking Labour for more austerity, more pain, freezing grandma and starving kids instead of just starving kids. Oh, by the way, just so you know, they're about to fuck over every pensioner and everybody's about to draw a pension. These people don't represent you. They never have and never will. They do not make decisions with the interests of Scotland at heart. We've seen that when they took us to court and vetoed us from protecting the human rights of our children within our law. So here we are, 10 years on. So much for Scotland the brave. Scotland the fucking imaginationalist cowards. Should be what it says. Yep, there is no doubt there was foul play in that referendum. No doubt whatsoever. But a huge amount of people in Scotland still voted no. And I'd like to thank them for the fucking pain, misery, death and hardship that they've brought upon us. Every fucking one of yous. Every single cowardly one of yous who twitched at your curtains and thought about your wallets instead of your future. So let's hope I'm not sitting here in 10 years' time reflecting on another fucking lost 10 years. Although listen to this half-wit swinny, I probably will be here reflecting on another 10 years. Because there's no fucking backbone in the centre of government in Scotland today. None. But the referendum needed marked, and we had to talk about what's transpired since. And what's transpired since, thank you very much, is terminal fucking decline, because he decided to keep that shower shite 475 miles behind me in another fucking country in charge of your resources, your land,